Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So glad each and every one of you can make it. Tonight we start another build. Or actually, we continue another build. Again, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So glad each and every one of you can make it. I had this car laying around. It's the Big Time Muscle Challenger. It's the drag car. And I'll try to remember to put a picture of it in so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm doing this for a long-time channel supporter. Actually met him over on the automotive side. Real big Mopar guy. So I want to turn this into a General Lee. But not just any General Lee. I want this to be the General Lee drag car. And with that being said, since there wasn't one, I want to do this as a Spectraflame paint job. I want it to be like a Spectraflame orange. So to do that, I have to sand it down pretty good and polish it. Now the casting is really in good shape. The roughest part is the roof and the hood. So it won't take much sanding, but I've already hit it with the red Scotch-Brite, so I don't need to hit it with the 80. I don't need to hit it with the 150. I'll hit the roof again with the 320 to try to knock down some of that pitting and stuff. And then we'll move up to 800, 1000, and I'll go up to 3000 if I have to. But that's the next step. I'm gonna hit the roof with and the hood with the 150. 320, I'm sorry. Just to see. But here's what it looks like before. I'm not going to do this like my normal video where you see me doing it and all that stuff. I'm actually going to make him a regular General Lee too, just like the one on the show. Regular enamel paint and everything. But this one is the one that's going to get the video down about it. And it's not even going to be a full video. I'm trying to cut them down a little bit. But there's what this one looks like. So let's get sanding. Alright, let me show you where we're at. I had to back up to 150 because the more I got to sanding it, the more with the 320, the rougher and more pitted it looks. That's where we're at now. I went over the whole car with 150 and then hit the whole car with 320. Now I'm going to move on to 800. And this will start my wet sanding process. I don't have a 400 or a 600, so that's why I'm skipping the 800. Might take a little longer with the 800, but because I'm skipping grits, but it's what I've got, so that's what I got to work with. But this will be wet sanding. All you do is just dip it in there, make sure it's good and wet. Make sure where your sanding's wet and keep it lubricated. And I'll show you what we got after the 800. Alright, if I haven't told you already, which I don't think I have, this car is for Mr. Johnny Pro, as well as the other Charger I'm going to make. But here we are. As you can see, it's starting to get shinier and shinier. The scratches are getting smaller and smaller. That's with a few minutes of 800. Now, I'm not going for perfection on this one. I just want it to look good and presentable. Because it's going to be a drag car, and it's not a show car. But this is what it looks like after 800. I'm going to hit it with 1000 and come back and show you how it looks with that. Alright, here we are at 1000. Shinier and shinier. Scratches you can see more and more, but they're smaller. And that's a good thing. Once we get them so small, the polish will take them right out. It'll be like a mirror finish. This thing will look good when we are done, I'm telling you. So, there's 1000. Let's go break out the sanding pads now and work our way up. Like I said, I might go up to 3000. Might go up a little higher, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But I've got all the way up to 12,000, so I'm not going that high, I can tell you that now. Okay, here's 12,000. I am not going that high. I'm not using 8. Probably won't use 4. There's 3,600. I may use that. There's 3,200. And I forgot what that one is. But yeah, let's get to work on it. And then I'll show you I'll show you the last one. And then I'll polish it. Alright, here's 3,600. Look at the shine on that bad boy now. I could keep going. I could use the 3,600 longer and everything. But the Flitz polish will take care of that. That's right. We're using good old Flitz on this. Magical product. If you've never tried it, you owe yourself. And what I'll do is I'll put it on real generous because this stuff goes a long way. and it'll start turning black. When it starts turning black, you know it's working. So let me get you set up. This is the fun part. You get to see the fruits of your labor. You really, really do. Let me take these off. Hang them up. I don't think I'm going to need them anymore. I'll start on the roof so you can see that little dab right there will do that whole roof easily. Look at that. I've been trying to find some better polishing wheels, and Paul over at Paul Udelis, Fat Man Productions, had some on his page that looked a lot better and everything, and I bought them. But with that being stated, they won't work with a Dremel. The shaft isn't big enough. I'll show them to you in a minute. Let me get this. Didn't want this to dry on here, so I wanted to go ahead and start the polishing process. And you can see already the shine is starting to come through. Look at that. Now that is good enough to spectre flame right there. I mean, I could still work on it some more and get those really, really fine scratches out. And I'll probably go over it again with the flits, hit it at a different angle. But that's what we're looking for. That is exactly what we're looking for. I'll hit it again and go from there. But let me show you the other wheels polishers. He has these on his page and everything, and I like them because they don't, from watching his videos, it doesn't fling out all these little threads of fiber everywhere. But the shaft is way too small. See the difference? It will not tighten up in there. I don't know if they make an adapter to make those fit or not. I'm gonna have to find out. If they do, I'll let you know. Those will probably fit in my drill. I may try that. But anyhow, I'm gonna work on this for a minute, but look at how quickly that polishes up. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, y'all guys ready to see a thing of beauty? Let me get it over here and show it to you. Now this is just I don't know, I might have 30 minutes in this bad boy. And I know the glare is not going to come out really good. I mean, the shine is going to come out really good. Really good because of the light. But if I take it over here out of the light, you can see how shiny and how good this thing really looks. Hey, how you doing? I can see you. Whenever you put it over in direct light like that, it blurs and blinds everything. But if you bring it over something like this, just look at how good that looks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But I've got, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes in this. Like I said, I started off with 320, and the more I sanded, you know, I found more pitting along the rear quarters and the top of the door that I did not like, so I wanted to take care of that. So I went back and hit it with 150. Started with that, hit the hood, the roof, the trunk, and the whole top of the sides on both sides. And then I went from there and I went all the way to 3600, and I hit it with the magical flits. But wow, would you look at that? Oh my goodness. Talk about a reflection. So we're at that stage. Next stage, I went in there and I degreased it. And the reason you degrease it is you get all, because the paint won't stick on grease. But also you want to take an old brush, old toothbrush, and get in all the cracks to get all the dirt, all the flits, all the sanding particles and stuff like that. Because if you don't, when you paint it, it'll be dark looking. It'll look horrible. So I recommend going back, hitting it with a toothbrush, which is what I did. And this is what we have. Not bad for hand polishing, is it? Now if I had one of the big buffing wheels on a big polisher, like a grinder, then this bad boy would look like a mirror, but I don't have that, and not really planning on getting one. Next step, we're going to paint this bad boy, and then I got decals. Sometimes you just have those days. I've been spilling paint, bringing everything outside, spilling it everywhere, got it all over me. Oh, but that's not the point of this video. We're going to use a new color on Mr. Johnny Pro's Dodge Challenger that I'm going to be making into a General E, and that is Createx Hugger Orange. Never used it before, don't know how it's going to spray, don't know how it's going to look, nothing. But I put some bleed checker in it just because it's a candy paint. I may try a different clear coat on this car. I don't know for certain. But I also mixed it with 40-50 and I thinned it down to where it'll spray. Get my compressor up. Make sure it's... I'm going to be spraying this about 30 psi. So let's see how it goes. Seems like it's going to come out pretty good. Oh yeah, it's coming out real nice. And the reason I'm using a new color is because the General Lee, if you don't know that car, was orange. So I want this car to be orange, but I want it to be more of a Spectre Flame orange. So that's why I'm using it on a polished car. And just put on a tack coat, trying to keep a good distance, overlap everything. But that's going to look really, really good. Yes, sir. So we're going to let it dry for a minute, come back and hit it with another coat. All right, here she is after 2 coats. She's looking really, really good. I do see something that I don't like, and I don't know if it's in the prep work or if it's in the paint mixture itself, but you can see a little bit of speckling, if you will. I don't know if that's the casting. I don't know if that's a chemical in the paint or what is going on with that. But luckily decals will cover up most of that. But we're going to put one more coat on it and that should be dark enough. Nice wet coat. Don't you just love that color? Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. I think we're going to stop with that. It's decal time. You know, that favorite time where we make cars look like they are going to look in the end result. Now the way this car actually came about, I had this casting and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I like the casting and everything, but one day I was ordering me some decals for a General Lee, and lo and behold, I ordered these. Look really good, don't they? They are the TV series and everything. They are the correct ones, but they're supposed to be that size. I ordered the wrong ones. So Vince over at Second Chance Redline said, don't worry about it. Keep them, do whatever you want to do with them and everything. So I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity, and this just happens to be the perfect opportunity. So let's get these bad boys on, shall we? Alright, here we go. Let's put this bad boy together. As you can tell, the paint turned out absolutely beautiful. I really don't want to let go of this bad boy, but we're going to. I gotta put this sucker back together. I got to put everything back in. The glass, the base, all these little bits and pieces, the front grill insert, detail the tail lights. But with all that stated, that's not what you're here for. You're here to see the final reveal. So here's what we started with. Just a casting that I already had taken apart and everything. I wasn't even going to do a video. But it's the Big Time Muscle Drag Challenger. Really cool car and everything. But we can always do better. At least that's what we think. And I think that this is a lot better. It's definitely one of a kind. So I hope JP likes it. And I hope he likes the other one that I did for him also. So here's the final reveal without any more yapping from me. Until next time, thank you so very much for watching.